Hello. Waiting that everything's running up. I think we are now ready to go. Hi, it's us, Yoke Studios, and we are already back again with another streaming time where we are going to produce our generated graphics on t-shirts and pullovers like we did in the last weeks. And today we thought we're going to do it in English once in a while, because before we always did it in German. So if anybody has some question about the things we're doing, you're always welcome to ask us. This is Michael. My name is Victor. As I mentioned before, we are Yoke Studios, and today we are going to produce live the t-shirts and sweaters that we are creating and selling right now with our cooperation with this merch. Okay, I think I have to take 2 or 3 minutes to get more into the English before I get really back on like speaking English all the time. But you know, that's just like I'm not used to it to do it all day. It might take 1 or 2 minutes to go back on. How are we looking, Michael? Are we ready to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are nearly ready to do this. You just need to let the mouse here, because I have to fix it.
Take it away from you. Before I start this thing, I'm going to show you now the graphic designs that we're going to do. We are using a generative code. We're also going to show you how we create these graphics and designs that we are putting on our garments. One example is this heavy cotton pullover that I'm just putting down right now. Ich habe vergessen, wie es rauskriegt. So.
We are producing the orders from our collaboration with
our current campaign.
Campaign
collaboration with the merch. So this is one of the first pieces. As you see, this generative graphic that I'm having here, I will be going to be designed in Rhino, the 3D program. Every piece that we produce here has a unique looking design. This material that I'm having here is like a heavy cotton pullover. This has 500 grams per square meter. That means this is a very high quality cotton. It's also manufactured and fabricated in Portugal with how's it called? Organic cotton. Yeah, totally. And yeah, this is one of the graphics. This is our example pullover that I have here. This is the one garment that we are offering, and everybody who goes on our website is able to choose on which sides he wants the graphic, and every piece will be produced in this live stream here. And the second piece that we have in this collaboration is this t-shirt, which has a navy blue. And this navy blue is also a very well-feeling garment. It's like super fluffy or cozy. What's a
super cozy?
Yeah, I think fluffy is the right word. It's really feels really good. And this is also a generative print on it. Through this, that we put the dark print on a dark material, it gets this shimmering effect, which I show you with just waving around right now. And this is the second garment that we are producing in this collaboration right now. And we have some orders, and they will be produced now with the robot. So I think I'm going to put them back on so that the people are able to see it. This is a backprint. Yeah, that's one is a backprint. So. Just for having it in the background. And then we are going to start looking into our system that I explained to you at first what we're using. And we, as some people of you may already know, we are working with robots. It means we produce these garments and apply these graphics with industrial robot, which is used in various different industries, from car development, production, I mean car production, or whatever you can imagine to do with robots. And as we are sure it's going to become more common, I think in the background you can also see another piece here. This is also a robot, right here. And first of all, I'm going to show you our robot that we are using right here now.
Yeah, let's explain the robot a little bit. These robots are usually meant for repetitive tasks in every kind of industry. They are meant to automate repetitive tasks, to speed up processes, to make products cheaper in the end. But we at Yokai, we use the robot to individualize garments, to do a unique print series. We got 80 garments from our collaborator Dasmerch, and we are doing generative prints where every garment is a one of a kind, and we're going to produce the orders from today now. And I think we just start with the first piece, and Victor will guide you through the generation process of the first graphic we're going to apply on the sweater. It's going to be a sweater, and it's going to be back print. So I'm going to put the sweater on our mounting station, and Victor will start guiding you through the
I will do this. But first of all, we have a look here now at the system, which is standing right behind us. So I can show you also the camera. We are like sitting right in front of this robot. Just show it to you like briefly. I'm gonna turn around. Here's the system that we are working with. And before we go on and print with the robot, I'm going to give you the overview how we're going to generate these graphics. Therefore, I have to share my screen, which I'm going to do now. So here we are. This is our system. I'm going to maximize this so that everybody is able to see it more clearly. Here you see a small overview about which we use to tell our robot head how he should be able to work and the temperature it has. I was heating it up already before once, so now still the nozzle is at 200 degrees, falling right now because I let it cool a little bit. This is shit that I should put away. So, and here is the give me this. Here is the generative graphic design, where I'm going to explain you the process how we generate these graphics. So there's like a code that we have here, which we use that gives us some sort of outline. So this red axis mark an outline in this 3D program that we're using. How the shape overall will be.
3D program.
This 3D program. As long as I don't say prison and not prison. Where's the prison today? So here, there's like on the right side I have like all the data, the program that is running in the back, and here is like influences that I can make to change the shapes and forms. So these are random points that are generated. So every position that I choose here is another form which gets generated. See, the shapes can vary quite strongly. So, and after I decide for taking one shape, I think this one looks good to me.
The shapes are a bounding box
Yeah, I'm just
for the
explaining
algorithm.
it. And this bounding box will be the outline of the graphic. And do you see the line in the middle? This line, which I have here, is going to be the line which will expand and create this generative design now. When I give it some parameters here and set it to live, and you see that this line starts to expand. And through this expansion, I am able to generate this graphic. Then I can have all hands on this system because I can freeze it wherever it is. So now I froze it in this specific position. And here I can still manage to change aspects like the length of the line. Now it's getting smaller, as you can see. This was maybe too small. Then I can expand it as well, so it gets more filled. I also have choices about the rounding that I have here. I can also change the distance between the lines. It's like 1.9 millimeters now. I can bring it down. And when you look here closely, you see the distance between these lines is changing through this movement.
Now it's even overlapping.
Yeah, now I went a little too far maybe, and it's overlapping. But anyway, when such a generative part gets out of hand, you can restart it anyway, and then it will be generated again. So let's reset it once. I put it to live, so now it expands, and I can stop it wherever I want to. So now it's like maybe too early a little, but that I really get to the out shapes.
Looks nice.
Looks sure. It
So-
will look different than before because it always expands a little different.
It's clearly visible that every print will definitely be part of a series of prints. So they all are going to have this organic shaped look. But as you see, we really prepare each print design individual, generated on demand. Customers can join the live stream and look at their print design. And yeah, I think we created that one already, and we will start to print it in a few seconds. But before we will show
I just
the
found out that I don't have my chat doc, which I need. Chat.
maybe I
Exactly,
will
no.
enter enter the live stream.
Okay, then I'm going to change back.
I will write
So he's writing in the website now, where we are offering these prints, and where you can choose your size and choose the garment and the position of your print if you want one. And yeah, then just go there. And if you want to look into Instagram, we are going to do something really fun next month. We are going to be in Vienna and have some real fun and do crazy stuff with all the things that we are doing, which we also will show on the internet.
Yeah, we're going to be part at a streaming festival as well this weekend. We are participating in the Mega World XYZ 48-hour streaming festival, which is going live on tomorrow, the 25th of June, at megaworld.xyz. I probably will write the link also in the chat in a few minutes. And yeah, check it out. It's going to be 34 artists that are participating. It's a 360-degree video stream festival. We also prepared a 360-degree video where we are showing our space, where we are showing the ongoing campaign with Das Merch. And yeah,
let's get back to the process of creating the graphic. So we chose this design now, created this. This will be the thing that we're going to print with the robot now. Now I will already start to heat up the machine, because now it's at 70 degrees and it needs this 237 degrees to be able to be printed. Here I gave it a name like customer 1 up to today, our first server on the 24th. So just that I find the file afterwards on the file. So define the file on the robot. To be critical against my English is much better. So, and then I created this design now and wrote it out. And here we are coming to the positioning part. And when you see this setup here, this is the robot, where we will see, can simulate how the garment will be produced and how the graphic will be applied. This is actually the maximum shape that we have here now in our system. It's one-to-one, the same arrangement that we have in reality. When we look at this, I'm going to show you now in the background, or in a second I'll show you how this thing looks. Was ist da? Achso, der Desktop ist da. So, when you see the arrangement of our robot, the same arrangement in the software. But we will go back to the system and then show you the simulation of it. So, we're a little bit too big so people can see. No, it doesn't matter, I have to go even further. So now is the robot here. And we have to make the placement of the graphic now. It's backprint, so I want it a little bit more up, and I also need to get the position in right. This is something which I can do on the right side here, where I can tell him some X, Y, Z positionings, which I need to be able to position the graphic. I can go further up, further down, wherever I want. And we have to go a little left, so that we get a little centered in here. Goes left up, I think that's cool. Maybe a little more up.
I really like the graphic. It somehow looks like a body of a tiny man who is waving, but he has no head.
Okay. All right. A tiny man is waving his head.
It's like,
I think this is his head. This is his left arm. This is his right foot, and this left foot, and this is right foot for me. This would be his face. Yeah, like look at this ear. This would be the eye. Looking deep into the eye.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So I think the sizing, the placing will work out fine. So
Looks
now
good to me.
this one will be directly written to the robot. So I give it the same name that we have here, like customer 1 of what's the date already?
The 24th.
24th. So yeah, and so now I wrote it on the robot. This is the panel of the robot where I will be able to start the program. I'm going to change now to the view of the robot so that you can see when we start the print. Bam. Maybe we get a little smaller because we take too much space in here. Bust. So,
Yeah, I already put the sweater on our mounting station. It's a 500 gram heavy cotton sweater from the dead stock of Das Merch. You can check out our website for more information about the collaboration. It's ongoing until beginning of July. Maybe we still will have some garments left when we are in Vienna, but we will see, because we are getting steady orders and we are producing twice a week. So let's see if there are any garments left.
yep. Let's have a look. So what's the thing? Okay, 1, 2. Du hast nicht gleich Glück. Gut so. Schauen wir mal. Gas ist drauf, gell? All right. So I take the graphic now, put it to the right position. 24. Yeah. Copy. So now it's in here. Still checking that everything's alright. Was the first print today. So program.
So the file we just generated is in a watch folder, or is getting exported into a watch folder on the robot panel. And
Alright.
from there, Victor then can select it and start. And we are about to start our first print now. And now you can watch the robot print our first order today.
Yep. And then we talk about it. Yep. Print started, number 1. Will take like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and we will start to get to the garment. Here, right in front, we will make a small cutter. Right. Fast. So yeah, the print is started. Everything's fine so far. Let's have to take a closer look to be sure. And then yeah. All right. Looks good.
Looks nice.
It will work. Yeah, and then after the print is finished, it may take a few minutes, but we take our time here for getting a high quality output so that we really have the graphic that we created then on the robot, which is a delicate and very funny process.
Delicate.
Yeah, yeah.
I will provide you guys the link for the streaming festival as well in the chat now.
Will be more art than anything else, but it's fun. It's good.
And it will take place on the 25th to 27th June. So starting tomorrow, make sure to join a lot of funny artists, music, art, fashion, a bit of everything. We also participated with a 360-degree video clip showing our space, showing the collaboration with Dustmerch. Yeah, you can watch the robot print in 3D as it is doing now, creating the first order of the day, a 500-gram heavy cotton sweater with a very unique cut. Check our Instagram and our website for more pictures and nice renderings, so you can.
I think it's really also good to mention that the system that we built here for printing was actually initiated from us to be able to go to fairs and openings to print materials for customers. So That's one thing that we can offer to go with our system, which is transportable, to offering a fair or something else to produce something for the customers which are coming by live and with the robot, which is quite a nice application. And it's also a good conversation starter, at least in our experience, because we have been to quite some places now with the system. We've been to Saudi Arabia and Bahrain. Bahrain, we still were actually there for 1 month. In a big shopping mall, we produced graphics and prints for the customers on T-shirts. It was like overall really, really a lot of work. I think in the end it was more than 8,000 T-shirts that we printed on, and we had like 12 hours a day, 6 hours he was working there, and then 6 hours I was working there. It was like really crazy, funny, because the people which were shopping there, when they bought something in the shopping mall to a certain amount, they were able to get a coupon for one of the T-shirts. It was really cool. And then they came, and the funny thing was that they really ran out of T-shirts, and we like had to work every day, because maybe some people of you don't know, in Bahrain there's like shopping malls are open from Monday
24 hours.
Monday to Sunday, so not two, also Monday, Sunday, and every day, all week. It's like there's no day off. Everything has to, when you build something up or place something, you have to do it in the night. Like when they closed till 12 or p.m. until in the morning, and then everything's running again. And the funniest thing is we had no day off, but when they were running out of T-shirts once, we had like 1 day off where we looked at the small things. We went to the beach. Yeah, we went to the beach and jumped in once into the water. The temperature was also quite nice, and it was in April. It was like early this year.
Yeah.
So I think it's before. It's before the summer starts as well. It was getting hot already, but it wasn't that hot. It was still just like 45 degrees.
Yeah.
And every day when we were waking up in the place that we were staying next to the shopping mall, we had to walk there. In like 15 minutes, we were walking through the more or less desert river street.
Yeah.
And nobody's walking there, but we are. And then even in this 15 minutes, you could do whatever you want. You started to drop some sweat.
Drop some sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice. How you say it? Drop some sweat.
Yeah, why not?
I looked like I jumped into a swimming pool.
Yeah. Oh, first print is already done. Good. Yeah. So you can see we sampled the graphic. So now the second step will be happening now, where we print it deep into the textile with a heat press, and then it's getting really applied, and then the line will be a little thicker than it is right now, as you can see on the graphic that we showed you before in the T-shirt in the back.
So in a second, like Victor already explained it, in a second task, we use a heat press to really get the print into the fibers so that it's washable. You then can wash the garment with 40 degrees with a common washing machine. We're going to pack this order now. It will take about 10 to 14 days to arrive.
For everybody who doesn't know it, we are in Austria. It's like in Linz. We are here sitting in a very big fab lab, actually the biggest fab lab that exists in Europe, where you have the ability to work with industrial machines like robots or other things like water cutters or whatever. And here also people which just like to build their own stuff have the opportunity. I make it bigger for you that you can see how it looks on the camera. So Michael is showing it. You know, it's funny when we talk in English, I start to say your name in English. Oh, Michael is
Michael.
doing this, and Michael is doing
Victor.
that.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor. You know, the funniest thing was like I met some people from Russia because there's a lot of Victors there, and
Yeah.
also in Sweden. But in Sweden they say it like we say it, like Victor. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the Russian people that I was talking to, which are very familiar with the name Victor because there are a lot of them, they were all saying, Victor.
Victor.
It's like a total other pronunciation. Yeah, Vito.
Vito. Vitali.
No, no,
Vitali.
Vito. I was just
Vitali.
only Vito.
Vitali. Yeah, as you can see, real nice print. Victor.
Vito.
Victor. A good.
Schmeichel.
It's a very nice sweater. Just to outline that again. It's a really good quality. Das Merch is producing all their garments in their own production in Portugal. They are paying fair salaries. Everything from the fiber to the dyeing, everything happens in a 50 kilometers area in Portugal. It's one of the last places in Europe where
They can do all the steps.
Yeah, they produce from the fiber spinning to the dyeing to the sewing. They do everything in Portugal. It's a very fair relationship Das Merch is having with their producers there. And Klaus, who was here at our first live stream, gave a bit more insights into his company. You can, by the way, when you visit our website,
As we posted it in the chat.
studios.com. I also posted it in the chat. You can rewatch all our live stream sessions with our first guest, Klaus, and maybe we will have another guest in a future live stream. This is going to be packed and shipped and will arrive in about 10 to 14 days at the customer.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, put it aside. So there's still some other orders. We will go over the process again. And when anybody has a question to the things that we're doing, you can always reach out to us. Also write us an email if you want to. If you're not the guy who likes to do this on our live stream or whatever, I'm also happy that you come watching. And Thursday and Tuesday we are going to do it, and I'm really looking forward to do these things next month in Vienna, because this will be a totally different fun that we're going to have there, and it will be more in the art aspect of working with robotics, and that's one of the main aspects that we're looking into it, which makes it very interesting for us to, because programming a robot is like, sure, it's programming and stuff, but you have quite creative freedom, and you get some precision which you don't get normally when you work with other things. So we feel really lucky that we're able to work with our robot here. This is actually really our robot that we built, not the robot by ourselves, but all the system where it's standing on is like custom made by us to fit for all our needs. And we can produce not only prints, also other things that we are working and developing further on. And we will also show up some snippets about these developments, especially on Instagram. So if you're interested and want to see some things of the things that we are doing from time to time, and also when we're going to be there next month, the main things will be happening on Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
Except for the streaming times we're going to do.
Stay tuned on our Instagram, because we will give you insights in the whole project, when we are going to move the robot, when we are arriving at the location, when we're setting up everything. In the past weeks, we were like really occupied with this mini campaign. We spend a lot of time with live streaming on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, but next month we are more on the road and will give you more insights in what is happening in our development and so on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can have a sneak peek. We built some custom tools already, which we're going to use in. Can show you later then. The other thing that I wanted to say, it's really hot in here right now. It's okay in here, but the last 3 days was really hard in Upper Austria. And did you know, like Michael is actually living in Vienna not here in Linz where we are working here. Like in the last 2 days, there was like so heavy rain moments here in Upper Austria, where I think it was a destruction of roofs and everything with unbelievable big hagel. I don't know how it's called in English. It was like $22 million and streets flooded and whatever. It was really, really hardcore like the last 2 days because under the day was super hot. The last 3 days before it was like the hottest days of all year. Maybe we don't know. Maybe there comes some other hottest days still. But then there was like this heavy Gewitter, thunderstorm. There were coming heavy thunderstorms, and these heavy thunderstorms really destroyed so many things, like from cars to roofs and whatever. Like all the firefighters, all from all these places were like working all over the time. And also in Salzburg, like one part of the destruction, like 1 million or something, was in Salzburg, and the rest of this 22 million destruction was like in Upper Austria and more in the north. So we were quite lucky. It wasn't far that it didn't happen here in Linz, because you know, if you imagine there comes a thunderstorm where these big ice balls are falling down from the sky, and then cars and whatever are standing around. Could you imagine how much money or how much damage this might do? It's like really, really, really hard. You know, all the cars would be destroyed, or the roofs and whatever. Fuck. So we're lucky that it didn't happen, but you know, every 2 or 3 years lately, in the last 10 years, some event like this is happening, which is like super hardcore. Really, really bad. Yeah. If you have, how's it called? Erfahrungen?
Yeah, any
Or
experience?
if you have stories or something about things like this that happened to you, hardcore thunderstorms, I'm really into it. Yeah, tell me. Because
Storm hunter.
the environment is taking us down, you know,
Okay,
hunting us. So let's get to the next step.
we're going to produce the next order from the web shop. It's one of our navy blue organic cotton t-shirts, which are also from the dead stock from Das Merch. And it's a front print option we are doing now, and I will mount the garment on our mounting station, and you can then watch the next generation of print design.
Just getting a glass of water. Going back. Getting thirsty. Super thirsty. I get water, everything's good. Water. It's already 2. Oh my god, it's getting late. Time is flying by. So, yeah, this one, that one. Okay, so let's have a look into the generation of the code on this t-shirt that we're going to print here. Yep. Fast. So we're back. So temperature stopped sure after the print, back to 58 degrees. Now we're going back to the other program and started to generate a graphic again. Not explaining it all over again. Let's just choose some outline for crazy print.
Any preferences? What kind of outlines types you like most?
Me?
Yeah,
to me.
edgy ones or round ones. What is your outline of choice?
A geometric accurate one, which is none of them.
Hmm.
No, which something which has a balance, which means there should be some outlines of this, sharp moves and some curves, like both.
Like horns.
All right, looks good. This one, we take it.
Yeah, nice. Then start the algorithm.
Starting expansion. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. Not really.
It
I
looks
just
really
froze
nice.
it. Now we can just.
I really
do some
like it.
Small arrangement. I don't think that it's taking a lot of arrangement for this one. Still a lot of lines down there. Should we still? No, I'll let it run a little more.
No, I liked it.
No, really?
Yeah.
Whatever. It doesn't
But
change.
it's
It wasn't changed that much, you know.
still nice. I still like it a lot.
I'll do it again now. I think we take it. Yeah. It's okay. Now we have to name it so we can put it into our robot simulation. This is a shoot. Shirt.
The sheet?
I cannot
Sure.
make an enter. It doesn't like when I do an enter. So, and pull it out, and here we are in the simulation. We try to place it. So it has to be placed. Placing is good already.
Yeah, actually we can have a look on the file we created in the simulation. This is what you're seeing to your left now. This is where you see the robot in the same arrangement as in the real setup, and where you can have a look how the robot will execute the movements. This is a real mighty tool because you immediately see if the robot will reach every point of the file, if there are any collisions, and yeah, if you run into problems. So
And you see more or less with the start and the end point, you know, where it begins, where it ends.
so we usually check every file in the simulation before to make sure we don't have any problems. And when that is done, we then can export the file and send it to our
Robot, which you're going to
robot
do now.
setup.
Custom 224. Oh, before we do this, we have to heat the machine.
Because you currently see
It's like room temperature already, 40 degrees. No. Not really, but almost. Give it the same name, like the file that would out. And every graphic we design for a customer is like owned by him. So he's the only one who can have the same graphic applied to another garment if he wants to. So we save every graphic with the name in the background a second time. So if we have like a bibliothèque to look through where we can say, okay, yeah, customer imaginary name, Max Mustermann or whatever.
So
John Doe.
yeah, so actually it's possible when you order a garment from our current campaign, we will generate the graphic for you, and it also will be saved. So if you will, or if you're interested in having the same graphic again one day, you're always very welcome to get the same design printed onto another garment in the future, because we definitely will have some more garments in the near future. We also will have another collaboration with the guys from Mega World, where we also will provide some merchandise. It will be another project. Also, the leftover garments from the campaign with Das Merch will be sold in the Mega World base in Vienna. We are there from the beginning of July until end of July, so a whole month. We will have art installations. We will have maybe some kind of vernissage. We will invite some guests and we'll have some creative. So let the creativity flow and have some fun.
Got to change the set distance. It's not taking it when I printed it. Okay. Okay. Write it out again. So I'm loading it inward now. The robot is deleting. We can look at the temperature. 170 degree. We'll only be able to start when it reaches the 230 degree to produce it.
Because the material we're using for printing is called thermoplast elastomer, shortcut, or the short name is TPE. It is going to be extruded with 240 degrees Celsius temperature, so it's getting melted and will be extruded in a liquid state, and so in this state it will get printed on the shirt so that the liquid filament is already running into the fibers and will stick on the garment. In a second step, we then fixate the print with a heat press, in order to make the print permanent and so that the garment will be washable. You need to share the screen as well so that our guests can watch the live stream production of our shirt. So as you now see, we're about to produce the second order. It's one of the organic cotton shirts. It's a really nice piece. I probably also will put the second camera now on top so you can see it a bit better, because on the dark shirt it's a bit hard to see what's going on.
Okay, and afterwards I'm going to show you the things that we are building right now. You can see it a little bit bigger now. Where the robot is printing the material.
It's a real nice effect, actually. It's actually quite nice when you print black filament onto dark color, because it then getting a bit of an embossed look somehow. It looks really really well done and very exclusive. Victor already showed the textile before and explained a little bit, but we will show you after the print as well.
Printing, printing, printing time. Still need more water.
Water.
We need the camera back that we can show you the tool that we're working with.
Yes.
So today we are not going to be able to print all these designs, but
Because
we'll
we have
still have
so
fun.
many orders.
Yeah, like taking too much time today. Yeah, I think it's going fine. We're going to show you it closer to the camera after we printed it finished. Mm. After we finish this, we will get the short sneak peek to the things that we are
What we are up to?
up to building right now. For the
Yeah,
work.
definitely.
You will see. We have to talk. So, let's have a look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks fine. Structures should be finished soon. I think so. This is actually already the final positions, at least that we saw it in the simulations. Should be getting close to finish. It really looks like horns a little bit.
A quite large print with a lot of lines. So
Yeah.
our prints currently take about 10 minutes, I
Roughly?
would say. Roughly about 10 minutes, but one thing we need to point out at that point is that we're really looking, or we could run the robot faster, but we don't really want it to do it because
So we need to rush it and doesn't make it better. It maybe just make it more or less precise, and that's something we don't want.
exactly. So we are actually looking to, or we are aiming for a nice show experience so that it's a mesmerizing thing to watch the robot do the print.
So, Cam. So, look, can you show that the camera is working?
As you can see, it's a real nice print.
Should have taken it from behind. So let's have a look. Oh, it's cylinder.
In the second step, we are then thermo fixating the print, and then it's getting this nice shimmery effect. And it's really nice to wear as well because it's a soft touch organic cotton. Yeah, I think that was the orders of the day. We
No, we have to do the sneak peek.
we have to do what?
The sneak peek. We have to
Yeah,
show the materials.
I was actually about to introducing that
Okay.
we're
Sorry,
talking
then
a
do it.
bit of our that we're showing some of our new tool developments, which we did for our Vienna residency, which is starting next week or at the end of next week.
You.
So Victor is currently preparing our tools, which is going to show you guys.
Some 3D printing stuff that we built. So, okay. Well, yeah. Let's come to the first piece. So, what you can see here is one of the tools we prepared. The gray part is a 3D print that we made. This has a form that we can use to put it on our robot. So you can imagine this will be held by our robot. And with this clamp up front here, we can put in many different kinds of things to be moved around. And when we are working in this art space, we're going to make some funny art projects with this because we will put in many different kind of things, from flags to bubble guns and whatever. So the water.
Yeah,
You know, and then we will be able to move it with the robot, and there will be a lot of things that we can do with this. So this is one of the parts which is good, where we can have like many different projects and outcomes over the time that we are in this art space.
so it's more or less it's a manually gripper, which is going to be used to mount a lot of fun objects on the robot, and we already having a list of things we're going to mount to the
And try
robot.
it out.
Yeah. So will be a bubble machine, and yeah, also very daily objects like a light or whatever. So
Yeah, we will also put in other things. We also made put in cameras and make like crazy camera movements with it for filming stuff. It will also be fun in the room.
definitely.
And there's another part, there's a piece that we built more together. It looks a little more complicated. Is almost finished. What you see here up front is actually like a pen holder, but this is another part right now. This can be used to put in pencils and other stuff. And this has a rubber banding, which allows us to give it
The shock absorber.
the shock absorbing, to give it the
It's a
pressure that we
suspension.
need.
Actually, it's a suspension.
Yeah, to give it the pressure we need for drawing or whatever. And we're also thinking about drawing on glass walls with it, so there becomes another piece in. And this white construction that we have here, also customly built together with the 3D printer lately, is to hold a cleaner. So you can imagine the robot will hold it on the back here. We'll be able to draw and write whatever we want, and then he can write on the glass window, and it can change the position of this tool from writing to cleaning. And then with the cleaning, you will be able to remove it again, and then draw it again, and this will be also be able to work very fast, which we are also looking into right now, which is another useful tool where we can play a lot around with. And yeah, that's just the thing that I wanted to show you. So just for the people to understand this swam, this SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. It's a sponge. It's
Yeah.
not a swim. What is a swim?
I don't know.
A swamp.
A swamp.
A swamp means Sumpf.
Yeah. Can be put in different pieces. This is like a screw where we can put in things up to this size or getting still further than this, but this is what it goes down now, and then we will be able to have some fun experiments and put in things, because we don't know, maybe we put something else in here, but this will be developed because we are writing the ideas right down, and we are really looking forward to presenting you these outcomes that we will produce with these tools and things in the space in Vienna. And then this will also be a good opportunity for some of you to come by and visit us there, to see something yourself, or also to get one of the garments if you want to. And it will be a very, very nice experience next month in July there. As far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
looking forward to see some of you there. And yeah,
So far I can just say thank you very much for watching.
thank you very much for watching. Hopefully see you again next week for our next live stream production streaming session. We definitely will have some more infos about our Vienna residency, and yeah, hopefully see you soon. Take care and bye.
Yeah, goodbye.